Hello, it's Mike from Vitreus Art. I'd like to introduce you to a new workshop. We're going to be making your own garden panels. This is a 2-day workshop, and the idea is that you design your own garden panel. If you haven't done leading before, this is kind of like a modern version of leading. If you haven't done stained glass leading before, that's okay. We'll show you how to create a design in about the first hour or hour and a half of the workshop, and then we'll teach you every step of the way: cutting, grinding, leading, using the zinc, which I'll come to in a second, soldering and cementing, and then cleaning up. So in 2 days, even if you haven't done some stained glass before, you can make yourself a garden panel. This is about 90 centimetres, so it's a good size, so it'll really stand out in your garden. Of course, you could think of it as like a window, so it doesn't have to go in your garden, but it's definitely good to go outside in the garden. Now, the thing that's different about our regular beginners traditional leaded workshops is, one, you get to design your own panel. For a beginner's workshop, we generally provide a design for you, well, 5 or 6 designs for you to choose from. What we do on this workshop is we either let you design and encourage you, and indeed help you to design your own garden panel, subject to some maximums and some constraints, not too many pieces, not too complicated, but nevertheless you get to design your own garden panel. Or you can work from one of our designs. We've got quite a few different designs, ranging from fairly simple all the way up to quite tricky, depending on whether you've done some leading before and how up for a challenge you are. So that's the first thing that's different. You design your own, create your own design. And then the second thing that's different is that we're using zinc for the outside edges of our panels instead of lead. In between the pieces of glass, we're still using traditional lead, so this is like a leading workshop, but we're using the zinc U shapes on the outside edge. It still looks like a U, slightly different in profile, but it's much more rigid. That's the point of this. So this is quite a popular modern style of doing stained glass. If you're making a very big window, you might use zinc on the edge to give it more rigidity. Or if you want something to stand up in your garden, then using the zinc on the edge will mean it will do so without having to get a metal frame made. We provide steel frames for quite a lot of our customers, quite a lot of our workshop attendees as well, but this will stand up on its own. That's the point of this. So it's a great way to learn some leading, learn this modern kind of stained glass using the zinc on the edge and the lead, and you end up with something lovely for your garden. So that is the essence of this workshop. You want to make your own design, that's great. You want to use one of our designs, that's great as well. You get a choice of loads of different colours, so maybe come with some ideas about the kind of colours you want to use. If you've got a bit of a design in mind, we'll have a chat about it via email first before the workshop, and I'll tell you what the dimensions of this need to be so that you can create a design that's good to go. And then you come on the workshop, we'll finish off the design and we'll get started. By the end of the 2 days, you'll have made your panel. The cement will need to be cleaned up a few days after that, but you'll have made this, you'll have cemented it, you'll have taken it home. Hope that sounds like a really good workshop. Love for you to come along and design your own garden panel. Thanks for watching. See you soon.